Hey everybody, welcome back to The Loop, where we are spending this summer in the book of Psalms. I love this book because it really does help me with the way that I feel. When you read through this book, you will notice that there are many passages where the author is talking about the emotional struggle that they're having in their life. But what you often see is that the author deals with that emotional struggle by reminding himself of what is true. Let me show you what I mean. In Psalm 121, verses 1 through 4, we read this: I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The author of this psalm is obviously dealing with some kind of challenge, to the point that he's looking around for some kind of help in his life. Now, when most of us find ourselves in that spot, we start to experience a little bit of chaos, and then naturally we experience a little bit of anxiety because things are not going well. And in those moments, my temptation is to take control of the situation or to even take control of people. But instead of trying to become a control freak, the psalmist acknowledges that control is not really his to take. He recognizes that he needs help, and he declares that his help will come from the Lord. He expresses confidence in God by reminding himself that God is the one who made all of heaven and all of earth. So he's obviously capable of handling some really big things. He recalls that God does not slumber or sleep. He is a God who is literally on the job 24 hours a day. This is why you need to know God in a personal way. As your understanding of God increases, your anxiety naturally decreases. And so, like the author of this psalm, let's take some time today to reflect on all that God has done and all that He is capable of doing in our lives.